Today we're going to learn how to create a Canva infographic design. So the very first thing that I want to do is go to canva.com. So I'm going to go to canva.com. It's going to take me to this page, and if this is the first time that you log on, go ahead and sign up. It should take like a minute or so, but I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. It's loading. Once it logs me in, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here where it says custom size, because I wanted a certain size. And for the width, I'm going to put 1500 by 1000. And then I'm going to create the design. This is just a preference of what size I wanted. It's about this size, the size of a paper, so that's perfect. The next thing that I want to do is I could add a I could choose what type of template I want, and I want to have an infographic. So I'm gonna, and where it says search, I'm gonna write infographic design. And it's going to take me to different themes and different ideas, different templates that I could use. There's a lot of pretty ones that I could choose from. There's Christmas, there's ocean ones, there's adventure ones, whichever one you want. I'm just going to stick to this blank one for simplicity. So after I choose my design, if I'm happy with this one, I could also choose from the list here. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add the title. And the title that I'm going to add a heading, is Poverty in America. And that's going to be my title. I could change the font. Maybe I want to make it a little bit prettier so I'm going to go up here to design, and I'm going to choose, this one looks nice. I'm going to choose Poverty in America. And then I could move it wherever I want on the page. It's kind of like Google Classroom that way. Then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so I could go across. Maybe I want to make it, I want to change the color. I want to change it to purple, or whatever color that I want, or I want to make it bigger or smaller. Whatever I want, you guys could do right here in the effects. So after I have my title, the next thing that I'm going to add is an image. So I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to type in Poverty in America, because that's my theme. I'm just going to look for an image really quick. I'm going to go to images. I'm going to look for an image that I like. There's a lot of great pictures. To me, the one that defines poverty is this one right here, because this reminds me of, oh, this one's better. Ooh, it's a little scary. You know what? The other one was fine. So I'm going to choose whatever image that I want that defines, that for me defines homelessness or poverty in America. And I'm going to choose this one just because it has the American fact, but you could choose whichever one that you want. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to write paste. I'm going to paste it into my my image. You could drag it, or you could Control V, and it'll paste it into your image. So now I have my image, and now I have my title. I can make it bigger or smaller, however way that I want. Next thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add my facts and my evidence. Where do I get my facts and my evidence? I go to the source that I was given, the one that I shared with you guys, the reading, and I'm going to choose 2 to 3 different pieces of facts that I could put into this into my infographic. Something that caught my attention was the fact that since before the recession, the number of poverty has never gone back to that level. It stayed at 15% or above. So that's something that I'm going to write before. The number has never come down since before the recession. So I'm going to go back to my infographic, and I'm going to click text, because I want to add text. I'm going to add a subhead, and I'm going to type in the number of people that fall under the poverty threshold has never gone back to before the recession. And that's just a quote or a fact that I got from the reading. And I'm going to move it to wherever I want it. Again, yours is going to be a million times better, because you're not going to be in that much of a rush to do it. So here's my first piece of info. Then I'm going to choose another piece of info. I'm going to choose, since 2009 to 2015, the number of rich people that has gone, the number of people that have fallen into poverty has increased by 7.6%, but the number of rich people in the top 1% has gone up 37%. So that's something that caught my attention. That's something that I definitely want to put in my infographic. So I'm going to choose text again, another subhead, and I'm going to drag it to this side just so it's on the same symmetrical side. And I'm going to type in the number of rich people in America is getting bigger faster than the number of people getting out of poverty. And maybe I want to add some more actual numbers, so it looks more legit and it looks like I didn't do this last minute. But I have my 2 pieces of evidence, and the last thing that I need to add is my question, which is my last question, which is, what can be done to end poverty in America? And this is your opinion. You could give me 1 or 2 or 3 pieces of information that you want. I think for this one I want to add an arrow, just to let me know that this is what can be done to help poverty in America. And I'm going to add another text. So again, this is just an opinion of what you think can be done. And maybe I want to type in a way. Oh, I'm going to change the color to black. A way that we can combat poverty in America is by by updating our how we track who falls under the poverty threshold, which hasn't changed since 1963. Of course, this is just last minute. This is something that I thought of right now. Yours is going to be way more insightful, way more better, with a lot more color. This is just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for. And I'm going to maybe add a little bit of color if I want. Make it bigger, change it up. I could also add videos or my own pictures or audio to make it more creative. You could be as creative as you want. It's the point is for you to create an infographic that doesn't have a lot of that's easy to read and fun to understand, but also gives us a lot of information. If I'm happy with this and I want to be done with it, I'm going to click download, and it's going to download it to my computer, and then all I have to do is submit that link. And this is how you create an infographic.